Hello everyone, this is Miss Qianfei. Today I'm going to show you how to make a three-dimensional solar system with only papers. Now let's get started. For the supplies, you will need a piece of black paper. If you do not have black paper, you can have some regular white paper and then color it black. The black is just a dark space to represent this outer space. You will also need a pencil, a pair of scissors, and eraser. I use oil pastel here to color all my planets. You may choose crayons, markers, watercolors, pen, anything you like. Step number 1, you will fold your background paper, the black paper I have, into a hot dog folding. Hot dog is the way you fold your paper the long way, and then at the edge, just fold back a little bit. It's about a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch, and then you're going to use a pencil or a crayon to draw some line. Those lines are where you will cut later. Do not cut all the way through. Make sure you stop right at where you fold it back. After you cut all the line, make sure the strips is thin enough. If it's too wide, just cut them in half. One trick for everyone to pay attention is make sure you have even number of the strips. After you cut all the strips, we are going to build the structure. The structure, you will push back every other strip. For example, number 1, number 3, number 5, number 7 will stay where they are. Number 2, number 4, number 6, number 8 will be pushed back. Just follow this system. Make sure you have the structure ready. It's every other strip. If you find any of the strip is too wide, feel free to cut them in half and make them skinnier. Remember I told you earlier it works better if you have even number. Here I find out I have an odd number, so I have to cut one more strip to make sure I add another strip to all the system. Also, you may realize the outside strip is much wider than the ones in the middle. I think the structure holds better if the two on the left and the right hand side is wider than the strips in the middle. That's just personal reference. Now let's focus on the planets. Plus the sun, you will need 9 circles in total. Here, make sure the sun is the largest, and all the other circles should be much smaller than the sun. I recommend you make the sun first because it's the first one on the left. And also, when you know the size of the sun, all the other planets can be so much easier to decide how big or small they will be. I used some dark orange, light orange, and some red to color the sun. The sun is on the edge, so it should be fine with the space, but feel free to put on the structure, see if it works. We're not going to glue the sun on. Let's focus on the rest 8 planets. We're going to glue them all together at the very end. We won't be able to make everything according to the real scale. Just do a reasonable size. For Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, it's going to be very small, much smaller than Jupiter and Saturn. For Uranus and Neptune, it's going to be the size in between those two sizes. Now let's color them. As you may see, for my first Mercury, I did color it a little bit too brownish. I don't like that color, so I did another tiny circle and colored it a little bit gray and silverish color. Feel free to make any changes. If you do not like them, you can always change them back to a different color. Venus will be a nice dark yellow grayish color. Next one is Earth. Earth, we are going to use white, blue, and green. Mars will be dark orange, a little bit red and yellow. Here is a quick tip for you. Since we did not cut the shape off yet, if you by accident color outside of the line, it's okay. We are going to cut the circle later and you won't see the extra color outside of the planet. Now, we are going to color the Jupiter. Jupiter has this beautiful dark yellow, light orange, silver, and light grayish color. Saturn has these interesting shades of different gray. So you can do a dark gray at top and then use white to make the gray lighter towards to the bottom. Uranus has this nice light blue with a little bit white here and there. The last one is Neptune. Neptune has these dark shades of blue with some medium and light blue in there as well. Now let's cut our planets off. Remember, we're going to glue them together at the very end, so make sure you put them in the right order. From left to right, it should be the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Now let's glue all the planets and the Sun. First, we are going to glue the Sun. Since the Sun is really big, we can put the glue on the structure on the strip. But for the rest of the planets, it's better to put glue on the planet instead of the strip. Also, you may notice I did not center my Sun with the strip because I do not want to take the space from Mercury. Make sure when you design the space with your structure, you always leave some space for the next planet. If you use liquid glue like me or glue stick, make sure you put your hands underneath the planet, the strip, and hold it for a couple seconds. Now it's all finished. I hope you had fun. Thanks for watching. See you next time.